Dwayne Couzens, the 48-year-old police officer who abducted, raped and murdered Sarah Everard, has been given a whole life order, which means that he will spend the rest of his life in prison. And this type of sentence is exceedingly rare. UK Ministry of Justice data show that as of June 2021, there were only 60 whole-life prisoners in the UK out of nearly 7,000 inmates serving life sentences. A life sentence is mandatory for murder, but usually the court decides a minimum amount of time to be served before early release can be considered. But in this case, the judge has decided that that won't be an option. Handing down the sentence today, Lord Justice Fulford said he had not the slightest doubt that the defendant used his position as a police officer to coerce Sarah Everard on a wholly false pretext into the car he'd hired for this purpose, adding that there can be no doubt as to the increasing sense of desperation on the part of Sarah Everard's family, her boyfriend and her other friends, as it became increasingly clear that something untoward had happened to her. Their lives, he said, will have been irredeemably blighted by the defendant's crimes. Metropolitan Police Commissioner Dame Cressida Dick acknowledged today that this case has dented the bond of trust between the public and the police because Couzens was an active officer abusing his position. This will be a problem for the police going forwards if trust can't be maintained between the public and the police force. Meanwhile, the murder of a female primary school teacher, Sabina Nessa, earlier this month has made many wonder if lessons had been learnt from the Sarah Everard case at all, even though it was 6 months ago. Campaigners are calling for violent crimes against women, including murder, to be treated more seriously to help prevent this sort of thing in the future and to make women feel safer. Home Secretary Priti Patel has said that serious questions need to be answered by the Metropolitan Police, adding they had to be held to account. But as yet, the government and police have not announced any changes relating to violent crimes against women.